Hello, are you there? Okay, sorry for the delay. You must have checked. I was doing something. I got a new tab and I was trying to take lecture using that tab. Then it was giving me some problem. So I have to switch on back to my laptop. Okay. Anyway, let's start then. Okay. Hello, the one. Let's start. Maths. LR is over. Now maths. Not all chapters. I won't be taking all chapters. 3-4 chapters I'll take. Okay. Let's start with a chapter called as the time value of money. Important chapter, dear student. The most important chapter in your maths. There are some more chapters which are as important as this, but this chapter is much more important. In LR, that is logical reasoning, we did 5 chapters and weightage was 20. Here 1 chapter and the weightage is 7 to 10 marks. 7 to 10 marks. Another thing is, I'll request all of you to take calculator along with you. We are attending maths lecture, so definitely certain calculations you will have to do. You'll require calculators. So everyone, make sure you have calculator with you. Don't use calculator from mobile. Mobile calculator is different and in the exam it is not allowed. So use our normal calculator, the one which I'm showing on the screen. Use that calculator. If you don't have, buy such calculator called as check digit calculator. Any company will do, but check digit calculator. I'll be showing you certain tricks also with the calculator, this calculator. So keep this calculator ready. Will require in today's lecture. After first 5-10 minutes, you'll require calculator to do calculations. Okay. So time value of money chapter. Weightage, I said minimum 7 marks, maximum 10 marks. 7 to 10 marks questions out of 100 will be asked here. So I finished with you LR and I hope you are doing those LR questions. Homework questions. Okay. Keep doing it. This is another chapter, easy chapter. I want to know how many of you have not taken maths in 11, 12. That is SP student. Just type SP and forward it. Maths, you don't do anything. If there is any SP student, just 1, 3. Go ahead. Let me check. Okay, fine. Anyway, this chapter doesn't require much of maths. School mein to maths hai, 10 tak we have maths. So that type of maths is required. Some formulas will be there. Okay, it's easy. Adrian, Dhaval, Bhavika, it's easy. The chapter is easy. So LR is easy. The chapter is easy. Try to score maximum. Maths student, you will find it still easier. Okay, I'll be taking it as if you have not done much of maths. Keep calculators ready. Now, in this chapter, we are going to learn about interest. If you keep money in the bank, bank gives you interest. If you take loan from the bank charge you interest. One type of interest is simple interest. In school days, you must have heard this, simple interest. Another is compound interest. In the chapter, we are going to learn compound interest. Then the third one is effective rate of interest. ROI is rate of interest. The third one. And the fourth one in the chapter is annuity. And it is told to me that Cooper sir has completed annuity. Is it correct? Completed, yes or no? Annuity completed. Okay, we'll take some sum. Certain sums, definitely, if you want, I'll take. Okay, I'll take certain sums, definitely. Okay, we'll see that. But 3 topics: simple interest, compound interest, effective rate of interest, and some questions on annuity. I'll brush up annuity anyway. Okay. Today, my aim is to finish the first part, that is only simple interest. In the next lecture, compound interest, and then compound interest plus effective ROI. So certain questions, and let's continue here. Now, why interest? When you take loan from the bank charge you interest. If you deposit money in the bank gives you interest. Why this interest? So interest can be defined as price paid by borrower for use of lender's money. Bank is giving you money, so you are using bank's money, loan. So you have to pay interest. You're depositing your amount in bank. So bank is using your money. So bank will be paying you interest. Then accumulated amount is also known as a word called as balance, also called as maturity amount, and that is equal to principal amount plus interest. The student think of, today I deposited in a bank rupees 1 lakh. Today I deposited rupees 1 lakh at the rate of 10% per annum for 1 year. 1 लाख रुपया मैंने बैंक में रखा 10% per annum से for 1 year. So 1 lakh paid 10%, easy calculation, it is 10,000. So at the end of 1 year, when the 1 year will get over, how much amount I'll get? I'll get my 1 lakh back plus the interest on it, that is 10,000. Total I'll get 1 lakh 10,000, and that is called as accumulated amount, or amount it also called as, or it is also called as balance, also called as maturity amount, maturity value. 3 different names, means one and the same. And what it is? Principal amount. Principal amount is the amount which you have deposited in a bank plus the interest. Okay. Then next. First, today, as I said, we'll be discussing only simple interest. There are formulas for simple interest. First formula, I, capital I, that is, I is equal to P into I into T. I is equal to, capital I is equal to P into small I into small t, where I is interest amount, capital I is interest amount, P is principal, that is initial amount, the amount which you have deposited in a bank, or that is the initial amount. Small I is annual interest rate in decimal. I'll come to that. What do you mean by annual rate of interest, or interest rate in decimal? Okay, I'll come to that point. T, time in years. T for time in years. That is one. Another formula you require is A is equal to P plus I. A is accumulated amount, or A is balance, A is maturity amount. Okay, and which will be is equal to principal plus interest. Easy formula. Okay. Now from this we get something. What is capital I? ऊपर ही हम लोग ने देखा. What is capital I? Capital I is P into I into T. So I can write that A is equal to P as it is. I is substituted by PIT because I is equal to P into I into T. Now going further mathematically, I derive a new formula. A is equal to P in bracket 1 plus IT. 1 plus IT. P in bracket 1 plus IT. These 3 formulas are important. Write and keep them. First formula, I is equal to capital I. What do you mean by capital I? Capital I means interest amount. Capital I means interest amount. A is accumulated amount. A also means balance. A also means maturity amount. Maturity value, maturity amount, which is principal amount plus interest. So P plus I. P is principal amount. I is interest. And then last formula, A is equal to P in bracket 1 plus IT. 3 formulas you will require. Is that okay? Want to take screenshot? Take screenshot. Write down these 3 formulas. You have to by heart them. Okay, easy they are. In school days, when I was in the school, we were told the first formula is I is equal to PNR. But your study material says PIT. So let us follow the study material pattern. We will not change the formula. PIT. P for principal amount. I for rate of interest in decimal. I'll come to that. What do you mean by rate of decimal? Point in decimal. And then T is time in years. Second formula, A is equal to P plus I. And the third formula, the last line, A is equal to P in bracket 1 plus ID. Okay. Then important, simple interest remains same for every year. That means if first year you're going to get interest of 10,000, second year also will get 10,000, third year also will get 10,000, and so on. Let's say I've deposited amount for 5 years. 5 years simple interest. So whatever interest of the first year will be the interest of the second year, third year, fourth year, and fifth year. Every year the interest will be the same. Even your principal will remain same. We'll come to that. So simple interest remains same for every year. When we'll go to compound interest, we'll say compound interest keeps on increasing. Yes, student, do you remember depreciation topic? In depreciation, there is something called as fixed installment method or straight line method. In that, whatever depreciation of the first year, depreciation of the second year, depreciation of the third year, and depreciation of every year is the same. It doesn't change. It remains the same. Okay, next. Let's go ahead. Next. First question. Those who can calculate, go ahead, do it. I'm waiting. How much simple interest will be earned on rupees 20,000? Those who are new can't do it. 20,000 is principal amount at the rate 7% per annum. 7% per annum for 4 years. So 7% is the rate of interest, and 4 years is your T, time in years. Yes, math students, answer. Use calculator, don't use pen, pencil as far as possible. Keep calculators ready. Do calculation on calculator. You will not find this question in your study material.
पढ़ाई के लिए मेहनत तो सब करते हैं, लेकिन स्मार्ट स्टडी कौन करता है? प्री एग्जाम ऐप के साथ बनाइए अपनी तैयारी सुपर स्मार्ट। प्री एग्जाम ऐप देता है वाइड रेंज के एग्जाम्स की तैयारी, जैसे जी, नीट, कैट, सीए फाउंडेशन, सीएस सीट, बैंकिंग, रेलवे, एसएससी, एमबीए एंट्रेंस, एसवाईजेसी, कॉम, टीवाईबी कॉम और भी बहुत कुछ। चैप्टर वाइज टेस्ट्स एंड मॉक टेस्ट्स, डिटेल्ड परफॉर्मेंस एनालिसिस, और अब तैयारी होगी एकदम परफेक्ट। कहीं भी कभी भी पढ़ाई करें, और एक विशाल क्वेश्चन बैंक आपकी तैयारी को बनाए आसान। इंस्टेंट इवैल्यूएशन से तुरंत जानिए अपनी परफॉर्मेंस और पाएं पर्सनलाइज्ड फीडबैक। तो अब देरी किस बात की? प्री एग्जाम ऐप डाउनलोड करें और अपने नाम से रजिस्टर्ड करें, और एक विशाल क्वेश्चन बैंक बिल्कुल फ्री, और अपनी सफलता की कहानी लिखें। लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन में है। प्री एग्जाम ऐप स्मार्ट तैयारी का साथी।
It's good, Adrian. Okay, SP student, try this out. Manav, check answer your answer once again. Or your okay, correct, fine. Yes, good. Everyone is correct. Use calculator. Don't use pen pencil much. Try and use pen pencil as less as possible. Here, anyway, being the first sum, I am explaining it here. Here in answer, I'm saying P is equal to 20,000. I is equal to 7%. What do you mean by 7%? 7 upon 100. And 7 upon 100 is 0.07. This is called as 0.07 is called as rate of interest in decimal form. 0.07. 7%. 7% means 7 upon 100. 7 upon 100 is 0.07 per annum. And T, that is time, 4 years. Now, important here to remember, that is where you make mistake. The first sum, so it was easier. You may make mistake here. This is per annum. One second. This is per annum here. Per annum means per year. Per annum means per year. So this also should be in years. Keep looking at this too. If rate of interest is per annum, the time should be annum in years. If rate of interest is in months, The time should be in months, or you convert that rate of interest into annual. You'll have to convert it. So be careful. Today we'll come across that type of sum also. So be careful. Okay. Let's move further. Yes. I'm using, or you will be using that formula. I is equal to PIT, P into I into T. So that is 20,000 into 0.07 into 4. And that comes to 5,600. Everyone give me correct answers. Good. Let's go on to the next one. Do this and give me answer. Simple interest will be earned on 25,000 at 7% per annum for 60 months. Use calculators, use less of pen pencil. Pen pencil you will require some time, but not now. This is the simple interest. Correct. Yes. Very good. Simple it is. Simple interest is simple. Okay. Now here it was given in months. Very second sum here. 60 months was given. 60 months. So what I'll have to do? Months I'll have to convert it into year, because this is in annum, per annum. In the question, 7% per annum and 60 months. 60 months, I'll have to convert it into year. 60 months divided by 12. 12 months makes 1 year. So 5 years. So therefore, capital I is equal to, 8750. Very good. Let's move further. Third sum. How much simple interest will be earned on rupees 1,20,000 at the rate of 0.5% per month for 3 years? And what will be the final value of the investment? What do you have to calculate? Only interest. I'm asking you, you give me answer. A, only interest. B, maturity amount, that is the amount. C, both. First, find out what you have to find out. One is interest. Second, B. A is interest. B. Both. So give me both answers. What will be the final value of investment? What will be the final value of investment? Both is required. What is required? What question is asking you? What will the final value of investment? Only interest, maturity value, or both? I'm asking you final answer. In answer, what should be your answer? Your answer should be both. Then why you're giving me only one answer? Here say how much simple interest will be earned. This is one. How much simple interest will be earned? And then here it says what will be the final value of investment. So two questions are there. So give me two answers with comma in between. First interest and then final value of investment. Give both answers. This comma this. Interest comma amount. I want answer in the form of interest comma Hiten, check again. Why you people are giving me 1,20,000? 1,20,000 is in the question. They never ask you that 1 lakh. What is 1,20,000? What is 1,20,000? What is 1,20,000? Say it in terms of P is equal to, I is equal to PIT and A is amount. That is principal. Where they are asking you principal, they are not asking you principal. They are asking you this final value of investment. What do you mean by final value of investment? A, they want A, not P. They want A, I and A, capital I and A. What has been a final value of investment? 1,20,000 is initial value. Starting value, initial value. Yeah, now you're giving me correct answer. See here, I'm writing all data, those for those who are difficult. For it. Now here in the question, 0.5% per month is given. What is given? Per month. And then years is given. Don't make mistake. 0.5 per month. So multiplied by 12. So that gives you 6% per annum. And 6% per annum means 0.06. And takes 3 years. Let us solve this. So 21,600 is your I. I is interest. Now we know A is equal to P plus I, or even A is equal to P in bracket 1 plus IT. I'm solving both. At both the places you will get the same answer. So what is 1,41,600 A? Which method out of the two methods I've showed here on the screen, the left and the right, which one is good? The left method is good or the right method is good for this particular problem? Type L or R. Yeah, left will do. Okay, left or L you type and R for right. Definitely the left method is better because you have calculated interest. You have to calculate. Now I'm saying that, see this. If you have to calculate interest first and after that the amount, that is the maturity value, then better to use the above method. Here, there is one more. If you have to calculate only amount, then it's better to use this method. Second method, when to use? When second method is better? Second method is better. Second method is better if you have to calculate only A. Okay, fine. Anyway, if you don't remember the formula, A is equal to P in bracket 1 plus IT, then you go for the left method, even if only amount is asked. So here onwards, whenever only amount is asked, I'll use the right side formula, that is A is equal to P in bracket 1 plus IT. Next one. Rupees 1,20,000, that sign is rupees sign. 1,25,000 deposit in a bank for 2 years at the rate 7% per annum with simple interest. What will be the final value of deposit? Final value of deposit means what is required? Tell me in terms of P, I, T, capital I and A. What is required first? Tell me that. क्या चाहिए? Yes. Final value, not initial. So A is required. Now calculate and tell me. Use any method, I don't mind. I can't see your method, which method you are using. Better, but the right side, that's A is equal to P in bracket 1 plus IT method is better.